All right, let's turn our attention to breaking news coming in at the moment. A name from Nepal's past is shaping its uncertain future. And Sushila Karki, we are told, is meeting army officials. The ex-Nepal Chief Justice is meeting army officials. Now, in terms of a little context for you here, Sushila Karki is Nepal's first woman Chief Justice, known for taking on corruption head-on, even suspending Nepal's powerful anti-corruption chief in 2017. In fact, Nepal's youth is rallying behind this 73-year-old, and she is currently meeting army officials. That's the latest we can disclose on NDTV at the moment. The ex-Nepal Chief Justice is meeting army officials. You must note that protesters say that they picked Sushila Karki because she's clean, unaffiliated, and unafraid. It's significant to note that the Kathmandu mayor has also backed her choice. The Bar Association supports her, and despite the violent protests that have been going on in Nepal, her voice, as in Sushila Karki's voice, is seen as one of calm. Sushila Karki is now meeting army officials. The ex-Nepal Chief Justice is meeting army officials to decide the course for Nepal over the next 2 days. As tensions in Nepal ease, the question that remains is, who will lead the country next? Another significant development we began this bulletin was that the Kathmandu airport had reopened fully after brief disruptions to flight services. The latest coming in, though, the ex-Nepal Chief Justice is meeting army officials. Aditya Raj Kaul joins us from Kathmandu at the moment. Aditya, take us through the latest updates.
Well, yes, big breaking news coming in. Sushila Karki, who is the former Chief Justice of the Nepal Supreme Court, early morning today went to the army headquarters here in Nepal and is currently meeting the Army Chief Ashok Raj. That's the latest that's coming in from here. Yesterday, students had told the Army Chief that their representative for the interim government and for the dialogue to take place for the creation of the interim government would be, in fact, Sushila Karki, and that's why early morning today Sushila Karki left her residence and went to the army headquarters, which is at Jangi Adda in Kathmandu, and their negotiations are underway. Of course, there have been a lot of hectic political activities that are underway all across, but I can tell you and confirm right now that a big meeting between Sushila Karki and the Nepalese Army Chief Ashok Raj has already begun. It's underway. The curfew yet again has been imposed all across the Kathmandu city. There is no movement that is allowed. This is the first day that the media is also not being allowed to move very freely. In fact, I've been reporting along the army headquarters and also the Supreme Court and the Secretariat, where we were freely reporting till yesterday. But today, suddenly there's been curfew and there's hectic activity, and army is not being allowing the media, both the national and the international media, to report from that area. But inside the army headquarters in the Jangi Adda, the big crucial meeting to decide the future course of action of Nepal for the interim government is underway. It's likely that later in the day, the students could also join the meeting and there could be a decision on the interim government.
Thanks so much for joining us with the latest information coming in.